This video is about finding area and circumference of different figures. The main thing that we need to remember is to use our math chart. Now this math reference chart is very important. We have different parts of it that will help us out, but we have to actually know how to use it because there's different locations, different things that will help us. Now here, for instance, is where we find how to find perimeter of a rectangle. Here we find circumference. Now remember, that's just finding the edge of the circle. Area, everything that fills in either a triangle, rectangle, parallelogram, trapezoid, or circle will be over here. We need to use those formulas. And then volume is down here, and then what is pi equal to, either as a decimal or as a fraction. We tend to use this very little, so just be aware of it, but don't worry too much about it at this point. So let's look at what we've got. Okay, let's go ahead and look where we get these numbers, guys. All you do, these all talk about multiplying. Remember, if it says 1/2 times this, that means divide. It means divide by 2. All right. We're going to talk about this. We need to become very efficient in these, so we're going to practice these almost every day in class. To remember about finding area is to remember where the base and the height first formulas come from. So where is our base, where is our height? Anywhere that you see the right angle, you have to see a right angle to tell us if that's the base and how tall the height of that figure. Here in the triangle, here's my base and my height because there's a right angle here. It's got a bunch of numbers, 6, 5, 4, 8. But the numbers that we're interested in are the 4 and the 8 because those are my base and my height. The formula says 1/2 times the base times the height. So that's what you would do. You would use base is going to be 8 times the height is 4, all divided by 2. That's going to give us our area. Okay? All right? So we will write that down. That's where our numbers come from. But the important part is remember trying to figure out where to start. Base, height. Over here, our base and our height because our right angle is right here. I've got 1, 2, 3 numbers, but I don't want them all. I want the base and the height. Okay, remember this side is the same as this bottom side, so the top and bottom are the same. The area for a parallelogram is base times height. That would be 9 times 2, not 2.7. We don't use that. Of course, that gives us 18. In this case, miles. Remember, it's got to be squared. Okay. Over here, let's finish this math problem. So we're going to drag this over. 8 times 4 is 32. Divided by 2 is equal to the area of the triangle. 32 divided by 2 is 16 centimeters squared. Make sure you write it down. But see how easy it is to do the math once I know my base and my height. What's challenging for us is the whole idea of area of a circle. This is always a problem. We need to remember what they give us. We need, for our formula, we need area is equal to pi times the radius squared. Sometimes they'll give us the radius, but not always. Sometimes they'll give us a diameter. If they give you the diameter, remember, we need to cut the diameter in half. So we need the radius is going to equal 1/2 of the diameter. So what we do is we divide the diameter by 2. Okay? And that's going to give, whatever our answer is, that's going to be the radius. Okay? All right. And we said the last thing we need to cover is circumference. Remember, circumference is this green line. It's not the inside. It's not area. It's this green line we're measuring. The way we do that is we have 2 formulas. And we're very lucky in this because if we have a diameter, we can use this formula. If we have a radius, it has this, but what I don't like is that it puts that R out there. Now we need to remember the diameter is all the way across a circle through the middle. So that would be the diameter times pi. Pi in your formula stands for 3.14. Okay? All right, and over here, the reason I like this is because we remember that If they give us the radius is 2 times the radius. Remember, the radius is only halfway across. Okay? Halfway across. So that would be the radius. So if I would need 2 radii to make 1 diameter. That's why we got this piece. Okay? As soon as you know your radius or your diameter, just put it in here, times 3.14, and we're good to go. Over here, 2 times the radius times pi, and then you're good to go. Be careful with multiplying. The biggest problem with area, circumference, volume, anything else is multiplication. All right, we'll see you class. Look this over, write down your notes. Okay, hope it helps. Bye.